Be yet another day of sweet Wildwood activity? Well, you're damn right. Today we are live. Yesterday I was not live. I was out of the house. Stand clear. Stand clear. I was out of the house yesterday, and I went down to the Paps Theater, and I sat in with my buddies from Little Feet, and it was a good old time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to share this with music friends. Where? Hither and yon. Sharing with some musical friends, hither and yon, hither and yon. Sharing with some musical friends, hither and yon. Ooh, got a little excited there. A little hither and yon. Folks, I'm just going to share this one more sweet place, and then you will have my undivided, or somewhat divided attention. One more page. Boom, post, done. There we go. Oh, silence you. I hear you. Buenos dias, Drade, and greetings to you. Greetings, Earthlings. Patty D is hither today. He's not yon. Hither and yon. Gristle time with the Little Feet. Oh, that was good times yesterday. That was good times with the Little Feet ski. Unfortunately, I only have I have a little bit of footage from the front of house, but not for the main part of the tunes. Most of the stuff's just out the side. Dylan took the footage from the side. Greetings from Holland. Greetings to you. Greetings one and all. Hey, Paul Brown. Greetings to you. I'm all right. I'm moving a little slow today. I'm not used to being out late. Playing that rock music. We had a good old time, though. We had a good old time. It was good seeing those fellas. I think the last time I sat in with Little Feet, now I've sat in with Little Feet probably, I don't know, 10 times, I would say, over the years. Probably, maybe. But it has not been since the passing of Richie Hayward. It's been a long time. So, yeah. So it was good. It was good to see those fellas. Greetings from Dallas. Greetings to you, Dan. Nice day in Rhode Island, says Derek. Hello from Louisiana. Boy, we got people from all over the place. Greetings to you. Sweden? Melbourne, Australia? Well, all right. Let Us Roll is one of my favorite songs. Yeah, that's a good song. Let it roll tonight. Yeah. Well, today I've got a sweet Stratocaster. Another Wildwood specimen, of course. They sent me this rascal, and this is a 1961 Strat relic from the custom shop, and this antique faded cherry sunburst, I think was what they're calling it. And it's quite a specimen. It's a Wildwood 10-inch radius, 61 to 5 frets, quarters on neck, special weights, special pickups. And man, it sounds good. And I like it, and I like it. I played this one with the fellas, just part of the tune. Here we go, let's do it. thick, juicy, succulent, and robust. All of those things are manifest in this glorious Wildwood 1061 Strat. I do have the link on the description part of this doggone broadcast. If we go over here, we could take a look. Let's see what weight this thing is. It seems nice and light to me. It says, right, 7.4 pounds. Yeah, it sounds good. AAA Indian Rosewood fingerboard, 10-inch radius. Alder body. Alder body. 3 hand-wound Wildwood 10 Strat single coils. So damn delicious. And it has a limited edition hard shell case with embroidered custom shell. I've seen it. I've seen that fancy ass case. I could sleep in it. I could make my home in it. I could make my home in a custom shop case. Actually, I wouldn't fit. Just FYI, I wouldn't fit in that damn thing. I'm just too damn big and my name is Dreed. Stefan, greetings from Germany. Greetings to you. Did I get a haircut? No. Well, actually, that's not true. I did get a little trim, but not really a haircut per se. My hair is long in the back. I had it out last night. I let my freak flag fly last night when I played rock music with the little fig. Hey, cats! I heard that. Heard a great scowl right there by a powerful domestic predator named Luna Girl. She said to Bilbo. Bilbo probably was going in for a sniff. You know what I'm saying? He was going for that dirt spider. She went, "You shall not pass," is what she said. And he said, "Give me a break. I just want to whiff." That's gross. But that's what cats do. There are some butt-sniffing felines. Am I right or am I right? Can you dig it? Oh, folks, it was a good night last night. Had a good old time. I just kind of went out and I brought one of my Reverend Gristle Masters, and I brought my Gristle King Overdrive. That's what I was just using for that last little thing. And they had in their possession for the Sitters Inn an orange Reverbo Rocket 212 combo. We just set it clean ski. It was nice, bell-like and delicious. And then I gave it a little clean boosteroonie with the Gristle King, and then I kicked it over the top to the other side. Now, where the lead channel is, or if you want to talk, that's the gristle part of it. The diabolical gristle tone manipulator, as it's been called. I hit that side of that pedal, and next thing you know, a great conflagration of sweet sounds bellowed forth from that amplification device. You have a great sound in your Strat, or is it in your fingers? Can you play some slow blues? Yes, I can, my friend. My friend from Finland wants some blues, and we will give you some blues. Paul G. Brown says we're about to 100,000 subscribers on the YouTubes. Thank you all. Almost at 100,000 on the Wildwood channel. I got a ways to go on my own channel, but you can subscribe to both. Subscribe, hit the notification button. What else are you supposed to do? You're supposed to like. It's important to like, apparently. It's important to not only watch a video, but to like it and subscribe it, because then the people in charge of such things go, impressive. That's what they do. They massage their chin and they say, impressive. I think that's important, apparently, in today's world. Subscribe, and share, says Mick Bradster. Mr. Bradster. Why do I say Mick Bradster? Sorry about that. I'm turning into a shake. The Mick Bradster shake. Like and describe. Oh, I like that, Paul G. Brown. I see what you've done. I see what you've done. I see what you've done. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I want to turn that off, is what I'm going to do. And I might do a little loopy thing and try to come back in at the same tempo I started. Always a challenge, ladies and gentlemen. You started off going, I think I'll start it here. And then you get into the groove and you just kind of go, oh, maybe it's a little faster. And then when you hit the button again, it's like, oh, that's not what my initial idea was. Oh, no, sir. Initially, I was feeling it like here, and now I'm here. Crazy me, if I could go back in time, I'd shake myself and say, bro, you need to have it up here to begins. See what I'm saying? That's what's called doing battle with yourself in time. Time traveling, self-loathing. Time traveling and a self-loathing. Self-loathing. That's kind of self-loathing. I think that's when you sit around, look at yourself doing it. All right, here we go. Crazy changes. See? Earlier guy was feeling a little bit farther back, but that's all right. We can make do. what. It's a yummy, yummy, yummy guitar. It's a yummy guitar and it's a powerful beast. What is it? It's a Wildwood 1061 custom shop relic, an antique cherry sunburst. Can you dig it? Gristle on the water, the bubbling effervescence. The bubbling effervescence. Huh, wow. I don't know what that means. Third position sounds great. See what the amp has to say about it. Was the amp there. Amp overdrive on that one. Can you dig it? The Wildwood 10 is good for your soul. How'd the gig go yesterday? It was fantastic. We had a good old time. Had a good old time with the feet. I played Texas Twister. And then I did a little bit of Skin It Back. Skin it back, Howie. Skin it back, Howie. It's good for you. Adam Baum, I see you out there. Atom bomb, I see you out there. You're in a Michigan in your lair. Mm-hmm. He's in Michigan in his lair. Hey, fellas, sweet, sweet sounds. Down on the farm, oh, that's a good one. I'll ask about you down on the farm. The pigs ask, the horses ask too. I wanna know why to the city you moved. Changed your name to Kitty. What's come over you? It ain't true. Linda Lou. It ain't true, Linda Lou. Down on the farm. Mm-hmm. Can you dig it? It ain't true, Linda Lou. Mm-hmm. I just picked up a Strat Plus. I love lace sensors in it. You know what? I had a lace sensor loaded Strat Plus back in the day in Fiesta Red. I don't know why I ever sold that damn thing. That was a cool guitar. I do like the lace sensors in those old Clapton Strats. I think those pickups work particularly well with that Clapton circuit, which when used for clean activities are just slightly pushing it a little bit. Sounds pretty goddamn good. That's all I got to say about it. I've had a few of them over the years. I always end up selling them. And then I had one, I had an old Clapton Strat with the lace sensors, a black one, blackie version. I sold it for some damn rare. I used it on a bunch of sessions. And for whatever reason, I got a hair up my butt. And I said, it's got to go. I need to buy something else. You know how we do. And I sold that guitar. And then I wanted another Clapton Strat after a period of time. So I was in my buddy's store locally, and I went in, and there was a green, I think they called it, what do they call that green? Sherwood green, no, whatever the green, they call it Torino green? No, it's a red, isn't it, Torino red? Whatever the Clapton green one was, there was one there with lace sensors, and I bought it. And the strangest thing happened. My buddy called me from the music store and he said, I screwed up. You came in and bought that guitar yesterday. There was a guy that really wanted it, and I'm not telling you what to do. You can do whatever you want. He goes, but he really, really wanted it, and I'm just going to give him, if you want, I can give him your number, and you can buy it, like, straight from you. So I relented, because mine was just another guitar, and this one, it was going to be his one and only. So I charged him double. I'm just kidding. And we made the deal the next day. And that's all there. Hello, are we live? We are live, Rich Moran. Rich Moran, you must understand. And I have one of those Stratocasters with the trem springs under the pickguard. Interesting. 7-Up green, is that what they called it? That was a cool color. The red was cool too. And there was the pewter one. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Hello from Roma. More robot voice jams. Oh, yeah. That'll just happen. The guitars, they come, and the guitars, they go. That is a fact. Is it not? It's a doggone fact. This guitar came to me, and I'm enjoying it. Though Wild would attend the 61 Strat with the big old C neck. I dig it. It's hitting the spot. Wayne from beautiful Memphis, Tennessee. Don't forget, speaking of Wayne, we're doing the Together thing this Saturday. If you're so inclined, it'll be me and Dylan and Turner the Burner. I'll be here Saturday, 5 p.m. Central on the Together.co site, playing, causing trouble. What's the difference between the old lace sensors and the newer ones? That's a good question, John. The lace sensors were not as bright of a pickup as a regular single coil, and they weren't completely noiseless either, if we're honest. But it was an endeavor to have a single coil sounding pickup that was less noise. And for that reason, a lot of people poo-pooed them back in the day. My first Strat that I got, not my first Strat, my custom shop blue Strat that I had, it came with Texas Specials, but because it was a brand new guitar, and it was a ash body with a maple neck, it was bright. It was a bright sounding guitar, especially in comparison to this other guitar I had at the time. I was just talking about this with Bernard Allison yesterday, who's going to be on the podcast. Well, we recorded it yesterday, and we were talking about these blade guitars from Switzerland. I had a couple different blade, Gary Levinson blades, and it was a Strat style. It was like a super Strat, and he made his own pickups. They looked like lace sensors, but it was a preamp on board and had 3 different positions of this little mini toggle switch. And one position was this really bright, glassy sound. The next position was like a regular Strat sound, and then the next position was like a hot Strat. They had ebony fingerboards. It was a great guitar. But I wanted a more of a traditional type of Strat, so I ordered one from the custom shop. It was just like my buddy's 56. But when I got that guitar, man, it was bright, especially in comparison to that blade guitar. So when I put lace sensors in that guitar, it was just right. I'd like to say it was Mama Bear at that point. Not Baby Bear, not Papa Bear. Mama Bear was just right. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that the way it goes? Anywho, so no, that's not it. That's not it at all. Anyway. It was just right. Take the bear analogy, flush it down the damn toilet. It was just right. So anyway, so I liked lace sensors in that, and then I also liked lace sensors in the Clapton Strat. The difference between the lace sensors and the noiseless pickups that Fender made is that the noiseless pickups were completely noiseless, and it was more of a, I think it was more of a stack design, as I recall. Don't quote me on that. You know, they're good, pretty good sounding pickup. I have to say, I had them on a couple different guitars that I used quite a bit. Then there was another generation of noiseless pickups. But the, I would say as that technology goes, people preferred the newer noiseless pickups to what was in the lace sensors. But there are people that still love those old lace sensors for those reasons I just mentioned earlier. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I think it does. Doesn't the Clapton Strat have that V neck shape? Never been a fan of that, really. See, I like that V shape. That V shape does something to me when I play it. I'm like, ooh, I like it. Of course, I love my Fishman Fluence best of all. Okay, let's just be clear. They got a thing that no one else has. Diggity dog on it. Do I know Tim Henson of Polyhia? I don't, Nico. I should probably check that out. Carl B. Wallen in the house, ladies and gentlemen, from beautiful, he's up in Bayfield, Wisconsin, checking in. That's all there is to that. Did I ever get a Plex set up on my guitar? Not that I've done. I think some of the guitars I've purchased have been plecked. Yes, Wayne says the Buddy Guy signature Strat has the same shape as the Clapton, but bigger frets. That's an interesting point that Wayne says, because the Clapton Strats, what I actually kind of like about it, Wayne, is that it has a more modern radius with the smaller frets, because there's certain vibratos, non-bent vibratos that I like to do with these smaller frets that seem to work out that way. So that Clapton Strat actually feels good, but I can see what you're saying. I would also say that the Buddy Guy Strat, it has more of a boost. Its preamp has got a little bit more gusto than the Clapton's. The Clapton's a 24 dB boost. I think the Buddy Guys might be 30. Don't quote me on it, but there's a difference. And yeah, I like the preamp on just a little bit, because even when you don't have the that second tone control is the volume of the preamp, it's always on. So when you add, you know, it's always a little bit hotter than a regular Strat pickup and a little bright. It's got this bright thing. I actually like that sound. And the original recording of Absinthe on Defenestrator, which made its way also on the Grip, that original track, that was done with the Clapton Strat on the neck pickup through my custom Vibrolux amplifier. I had to spit that out. Yes. 24 dB is already a lot. Yes, it is. It's more than you really need, actually, to be honest with you. Although I will say that the Clapton preamp, which he seldom does, I might add, is that he'll put that preamp up, but he's never on the bridge pickup all by itself, which is where it sounds the best. If you're on that bridge pickup and you put that thing on, it gets a roaring. I always like to describe the story of when I was waiting so intently for the Cream reunion to come out. And they opened up with I'm So Glad. And he was playing the Strat and the Tweed Twin. And then when he went into the solo, I was like, oh, here we go again. It's going to be in like the 4 position or the middle position. And he's gonna crank up that preamp, and it's going to sound all nasally. And all of a sudden, by accident, he hit the toggle switch, and it went to the bridge. I was like, oh, there it is. And then he went, oh, and he switched it back. So I don't know what his deal is. He doesn't want to unleash the power of rock under any circumstances. But hey, to each their own. You can't argue with success. Actually, you can, and I think I just did. Whatever. You get the idea. About it and Wayne says, I recently got a Squire Mustang. I bet one would look super tiny on. Yeah, it probably would. It probably would. Because I'm a big fella. I'm a big doggone fella. All right. Yeah, it is kind of a Talking Tuesday, isn't it? It is kind of a Talking Tuesday. I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. This is right about the time that someone will chime in. Play! I always love that. Okay, Anonymous Demander. Anonymous Demander, that's a good name for a band. Ladies and gentlemen, Anonymous Demander. All right. There he goes, Sammy Watt. Play! You're both Anonymous Demanders, except I could see what your name is. Tell us the story, Dre. Welch is great, but I could probably do a little bit. Do a little, of that Welch's grape beverage. A Scooby-Dooby-Looby-Doo. Folks, have I mentioned that this is a guitar that was sent to me by our friends where? Wildwood Guitars in Louisville, Colorado. Louisville. I haven't been out to Louisville now since February of 2020. Paul Brown, can you believe that? I have not seen Paul Brown in the damn flesh since February of 2020. Because of COVID-19. Because of COVID-19. And, Draw My Number. I know that song. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Like and share. When am I going back? Eric, that's a good question. Not quite sure yet. We've been having a pretty effective time of them sending the guitars to me. And they've been doing such a robust online business that all the old rooms that they had open are filled with gear and stuff. So our old shooting thing is like a warehouse room at this point in time. So we got to figure that all out. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Can you dig it? We missed the outtakes, though. There'd probably be plenty of outtakes from these Orange Room sessions that might be fun to put together. Did Greg paint the Orange Room himself, or was it contract? It was contracted before we moved in. We had it painted orange. Can you dig it? How are the cats? Well, they still do battle. They still do battle a bit, but they've been getting along. We've been able to open up the house, which is good, because we used to have them sequestered in the night because we didn't want to wake up to blood and death and cats being slain. So. Yeah, Luna Girl's a powerful cat. She is a powerful beast. And we will be doing a live stream with Toby, I think, in a couple weeks when he comes down on the 18th. We're doing a show in town here at Shank Hall on March 18th. So we'll probably end up doing a little something with Toby on the live streaming as well. Well, thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. Patrick McManus is also here. Patrick McManus, Have you ever played the Yngwie Strat with the scallop fret? Yeah, I have, and I found it unsettling. That's just not for me. Have you ever played out with that tweed cock? Yes, I have, and it sounds sublime. I'm going to get a new one here soon. That's the production line. That's a prototype version. The production line one is going to be coming soon, and Wildwood's getting the first 18 in a month or so. So if you're interested in the smaller wattaged little gristle amp, I would call our friends at Wildwood and say, hey. Gates McCrary says, have I ever jammed with Eric Johnson? Yes, I have, on a couple different occasions. Once we did it at, we both played on this Roscoe Beck record, and there was a CD release party at Antone's, and we played together for that. We played Steppin' Out. That was fun. And then another time, we were at Sweetwater, and we did a little jam. And it was myself, the mighty Andy Timmons, Carl Verheyen, Dweezil Zappa, and Eric Johnson, and we tossed it around a little bit. That was fun. Played Spanish Castle Magic, as I recall, which is a song I'm well familiar with. Greetings from Wales. Greetings to you. I had fun when I was in Wales a couple years back. We'll get back there again. We'll go back there again. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. Did I ever try the Aerodyne Strat with the Gibson scale link? No, I never did, Mark. That sounds interesting, though. That does sound interesting. It sounds interesting. Sorry, I'm yawning. I didn't get much sleep last night. Stopping out. Nice. There's a nice Lemon Burst Wildwood CS336 on the new arrivals page. Yeah, check it out. Greetings from Germany. Greetings to you, John. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just like that. I remember it. The ventilator is the Leslie. Right? It sounds pretty doggone good. Can you dig it? I like how the speed of the tremolo can be switched like a Leslie. Yes, Robert, I dig that. I dig that. What happened to the Koch amp's foot? I actually had that off to the side. So you're seeing the pedal board. You can't see what else is down there, but I do have the amp's pedal board off to the left. And I can manipulate that. When and where to use ninth chord? It's really whenever you want. So anytime you're using a dominant seventh chord, you can throw in a ninth chord or a 13th, make it sound a little different. But there are different sound differences. Like if you're just like if I'm doing like it's about just doing a straight seventh there, sounds good. But I could do a ninth chord. I could go 13th. Back to the 7th. Thirteenth. 9th. That's the 13th. You get the idea. So that's when I switch them up. You can do straight blues and just use sevenths. That's a seventh. If I go to the 4, I'll do a 9. But 13th, up to a 7 sharp 9, 9, 13th, augmented. Now that is going to the 4, but I'm going to a half step above and using a 9 with the flatted 5th or raised 11th to the 4, 9. Or 13th. Back to the 7th. 9th. Going from a E flat diminished up to a first inversion C9 or C7. Two. 5, flat 2, then 1, minor third up, half step down, half to all 13th. It's good. What? Got to pay extra for the augmented, that's it. Oh, we got Aaron Rodgers for 4 more years. Oh, my wife will not be pleased to hear that. My wife, for whatever reason, just doesn't like Aaron Rodgers. For years, she's been like, that dude. I'm like, hey, he's good in what he does. Although, hasn't been able to bring it home the last several years. 1 Super Bowl is all we got, folks. But don't get me started. I'm not a huge sports enthusiast. At one point, I was a big Packer fan, but they did go to the Super Bowl twice in my adult life and win. So that's pretty huge. Because growing up in the 70s, people would talk about, the glory years of the Packers. Like, listen, I was making green and gold in my trousers last time they won the Super Bowl, okay? And so I had to wait until I was an older gentleman. Well, at least, older than I was, for them to go to the Super Bowl. He looks like Paul Brown. What's interesting, Rich Moran, is I posted a picture of that one time. I think that's what you're talking about. I thought I would always say, Paul, you kind of look like Aaron Rodgers. And I posted a picture of Paul Brown next to Aaron Rodgers and and people around here, of course, are psychotic about the Packers. He does not look like Aaron Rodgers. Whoa, hey, just having a little fun, okay? I'm not trying to, cause a little disturbance in the force. Steady, big fella. What are you going to do? Don't joke, apparently. So now I know-ish what the name of the spaz chords I play are. Still hot. Call me spaz chords. I like that. Spaz chords. Yes. Sometimes do the 13, and then you can put your pinky down 1, do that 7 with a raised 5th, and then the 4. But the same thing as the enharmonic or the tritone substitution would be the C sharp 9 to the C9. Same thing. Okay. Ooh. It's a cool little Joe Pass turnaround. Can you dig it? Yeah. Can you dig it? All right, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We hope you had fun. Hope you had fun here in Orange Room, having fun, playing guitars, talking about things. Folks, we'll see you cats on the flippity flop. And we'll be back here on Thursday. Today's Tuesday, isn't it? Yes, it is. We'll be back on Thursday with the Flying V, a Murphy-aged Flying V. Woo! Might do a little Albert King. Might have to do it. Maybe a little Lonnie Mac. Or maybe I'll just do my own damn thing. Whatever. You'll get the idea. All right, folks. Have a pleasant remainder of your day. Don't be afraid to share the love with our friends at Wildwood. Check out that website. It's a place of guitar adoringness. That's not a word, but I think you know what I mean. All right, folks. Take it easy, but take it. Tuesday is usually Taco Tuesday. I did get some... I did have some lunch at Chilango Express, and I had 3 delicious chicken tacos and a chili relleno. I got to tell you, it slapped off the bone, as Dylan would say. It was slapping off the bone. Mm-hmm. All right, folks, take it easy.